was one, okay, a case of a child, kasi we're now having lots of single parent households. Nothing wrong with that. Correct? And I salute parents who are raising their children on their own and doing a good job at it. Okay? Uh, let's go back to that case. So yung father, kasi parang single na siya and he has a child to raise, there were times that when he was at work, he left his child with a friend. So iniiwan niya yung kanyang 5-year-old child na male dun sa kanyang male friend. And you know, the history of abuse started there. Okay, because that child, when he was already a teenager, turned out to molester himself. Hello? Now, this is so sad. No one would have wanted for this to happen. Correct? And they only knew about this. And the abuse that the child went through when he was already in his senior high. When reports were coming in of this boy in senior high molesting other children. So, nung nasa guidance na siya, saka lang lumabas na he was molested all the while. No? When it started when he was 5 years old, happened over and over again. When the father was called to the guidance office, that was the only time they realized na nangyari pala ito. Do you get me? That's only one child we are talking about here. And there could be lots of them. Where does that stem from? It's from living and care arrangements. I have some students who come to me and tell me, Mom, I need to work kasi yung mga graduated students na namin, I am still in contact with them. And there was one who I was counseling said, Mom, I need to work kasi nga parang solo parent din siya. She has a 5-year-old daughter. Kailangan niya mag-work. Sabi niya, Ma'am, hindi ako comfortable to leave my child. And I said, you know, if you're weighing your options, whether to work or leave your child to someone, kung hindi mo siya, if you can assure that the child is taken care of properly, I tell you, okay, wag ka na lang magtrabaho. You can do business, you can do some other things to earn money. Ayoko po I don't want to sound paranoid. But you know, guys, when I did my internship in the General Hospital Psych Ward, ZZMC, sa Psych Ward, you know, I was so shocked at the number of cases of rape. No, minsan incestuous pa. The youngest of the cases that I encountered was as young as 4 years old. Paano nangyayari yung ganun? Okay, can I help na mapraning ako? No? Because I'm so used to having my students in class. Okay, maayos na sila. So, hindi natin alam that behind it all, meron silang mga dark stories to tell. Okay? Nakakalungkot yan. And sometimes, as teachers, no, we are so torn between the professional and the personal. parang gusto na natin pakialaman yung family life ng students natin. Correct ba? Faculty, staff, kung pwede lang makialam, makikialam na tayo. Tawagin lahat ang parents, tawagin lahat for a family therapy. Okay? Kasi alam natin, the source of the problem is so deeply rooted. Okay? Later we will find out what causes this, no? Anong nagiging problema? Where is this stemming from? Okay, let's look at another slide po. Okay. Now, I would like us to see this. This is one very big factor, no? In our own children's vulnerability. So sad to say, kanino sila vulnerable? Sa sariling parents nila. Okay? Parent or caregiver factors. Now, what about it? No? It could come from personality characteristics or psychological well-being of us, our parents themselves. Okay. Alam nyo po, we become parents by choice, okay, or by accident. Hello? We become parents by choice or sadly by accident. Meron sa atin, we have actually planned out our family life. Wow, I salute you. Correct? We ventured into the married life somehow ready. We have prepared ourselves emotionally, psychologically, financially even, no, to start a family. Well, that's not always the case. Now, most of parents are in that family life by accident. Okay? Kumari lang, hindi sila ready maging parent. And we did not take a crash course on parenting. Correct? Your 4-year course in college did not teach you how to become a good parent. No amount of MA or PhD will make you a good parent. Okay, and that is so sad. That most of our flaws as parents even start so early on. Okay, let's look at them. Number 1, history of maltreatment. Now, alam nyo, guidance, staff, ang alam lang natin, ang students lang, ang ating mga prospect clients, right? Actually, their parents need counseling too. No? Kasi sad that they bring into the rearing environment all their flaws as parents, all their hang-ups, their trauma, and unknowingly, they unload it all on their children. Ang sakit. Okay. Naalala ko yung personal experience ko. I don't know kung si Cedric narinig na ito or yung students who were under me in their undergrad classes before. I would tell my students about, just to make them, aywan ko lang, just to make them feel better siguro about what they're going through. I would tell them that, you know, my father was battered. Huh? The Spanyol type. Kasi yung father ko, Spanyol yung kanilang upbringing. Spanish, no? Yung the old Spanish way. Where gumagamit ng mga bamboo rods. Meron silang, my father would talk about yung meron pa daw sila yung tail lang pagi. I don't know if parents know about that. Alam ko yung mga millennials, hindi na nila ma-picture out, ma-imagine. Okay, and my mother was also battered. Wow, I have battered parents. My mother was battered the Bisaya way. So ano yung Bisaya way? Hinahabol ang mother ko ng sundang. Okay? Binubugbog siya ng father niya. She was drugged, no, in public places. So things like that. Sorry. Okay, guys, can you imagine what happens if two battered people, okay, come together, okay, and create a family of their own? Ano sa tingin nyo? Battered chicken. Okay. Battered children, no? Iba-iba na, a combination of of styles and strategies, no? Corporal punishment, lahat na ginamit at ginawa on us. Okay, sa ngayon tumatawa na lang ako when I tell that to my class, no? Pero the point is, if our parents were maltreated when they were growing up and they were not counseled, when they were not when they would not break when they were not reoriented, okay, what happens is that they simply continue the cycle. Napakasakit talaga, no? Kasi sa amin, they become more creative. They became more strategic in their corporal punishment. Parang na-enjoy na sila. Okay, bukas, asin ha, asin, luluhod kayo sa asin. Wow, sabi ko, ang galing naman, so creative. Okay. Okay, pag next time may ginawa, parang nag-uusap sila. Kung anong gagawin sa amin. You know, I thought to myself, if we did not learn from those mistakes, we are so susceptible to just continue and treat our children the same way. I remember my own vulnerability as a parent. Alam niyo, one time class, galit na galit ako kasi makulit yung anak ko. And syempre, having psychology as my background, I tried to temper myself. I would say that I am a cool-headed parent na, no, during my time. But there was one time na I flared up and in the spur of the moment, nakahawak ako ng toy, binato ko yun sa anak ko. Okay, I really admit that. And I have told this story over and over. No? Binato ko yung toy lang naman ha, sa anak ko. Sa sobrang galit ko, kasi tumatakbo no? Pag tinatawag mo, binato ko. Kabarya tupa kinakabesa yung bukol. Nabukol yung bata. You know, when I saw the bukol, I broke down. I broke down in tears. I cried so hard and I questioned myself, saan ang galing yun? Where are all this coming from? Okay, paano ko nagawa yun na alam ko mali? Diba? Alam natin mali, but bakit natin nagagawa? Then, it dawned in me that it has something to do about my past. No? Kapag hindi tayo careful, we may, no? Yung parang impulsive, just as an impulsive type of behavior, gawin lang ang isang bagay because it's in our subconscious. It's so deep, it's so embedded in there, minsan kahit ano pang therapy ang gawin natin, nandoon talaga siya. But you know, the good thing here is that there is now that awareness. No, parents, there is that now the present awareness or consciousness that what we are doing is wrong. Ang mahirap kasi pag hindi mo alam na mali. And you refuse to change and correct what is wrong with you. Okay, meron sa atin, matigas talaga, ayaw mag-submit for counseling. No, it's okay. Hindi lang yung anak natin ang sinasubmit natin for counseling. If